Hello, what are we gonna do today? We're gonna pick some grapefruits and then we're gonna put them up by the mailbox. So if you want some grapefruits, I'll put the address here. I'll publish this video with a short saying I published a video before I actually put it out there, so you have a good chance of getting some grapefruits. I'm gonna put 2 boxes. They're small boxes. Now, when it comes to picking grapefruits, a lot of people say you should pick the top of the tree because those are the best grapefruits. I think what's happening on the top of the tree sometimes, the really big pieces of fruit that don't get picked, they'll lose their juice. I know it's true with lemons. They always said bigger the lemon, the fewer amounts of juice in that lemon. And a lot of times they dry out. If a lemon gets to be this big, and I've seen bigger lemons than that. After all, we had all that rain. We had a lot of rain, and during COVID, a lot of people weren't out picking their fruit because they weren't out doing anything. They were doing nothing. Here's the tree behind me. I gotta move my melon. I gotta move my melon so you can see the grapefruits. But this is the way it looks. Those are the grapefruits. I will film grapefruits and show you all the grapefruits. We also have this. Where's a good place to show? These are really green still, so we're not gonna harvest these yet. These have to turn a little bit more purple, they say. I'll look up the exact way to pick those, and I'll probably put some of those up top too. So if you want some of these are figs. And figs, they say, can get kind of expensive. I don't know, but that is a fig, and I can harvest some of those. Now, I used to I used to volunteer with a group that fed the people that ain't got no food at all. The unhoused, the families that need food, and they would give out a big bag of groceries, which usually was like, cans of tuna, pasta sauce, soup, that kind of stuff, and be non-perishables. They'd have a big bag and they get that out. And then they had other tables. Once I gave that bag to them, they'd come in and they'd set that aside, and then they'd bring their own reusable bags, most often reusable bags, and then they would go from table to table. So if they'd go to a table and they wanted fruit, a lot of times the fruit would be what was picked from people's trees. But sometimes they wouldn't have grapefruits. I used to have an avocado tree too, but somebody cut it down by mistake. A fig just fell off. But yeah, so I would bring the fruit in there because sometimes they only have one type of fruit. One time they only had lemons because the lady who brought the fruit that day only had lemons from her tree. And that's nice. Lemons are great. We like to have lemons, but if you're going to eat for breakfast, you're probably going to cut a lemon in half and maybe add a little bit of sugar, but you may do that with that. Ellen, get over here. The dog has now found that there's a raccoon that lives above us. I don't know if that raccoon is out there right now, but she doesn't fight the raccoon. The raccoon doesn't fight her, so we're all friends back here in the back of the condominium. So, but anyway, you don't really want to say cut a lemon in half. You can take those lemons and make some lemon juice to put in your, maybe you're going to make some chicken or put it in your tuna squirts. I don't know, maybe you can make some lemonade, who knows. But so they would always like that. I'd try to figure out about how many bags they gave out the week before. And then what I would do is I would say, okay, if they gave out 25 bags of fruit or different kinds of fruit, it would be more than that. It'd be like about, I think they would see about 80 people. 80 people would sign in and go through, and they did it once a week. I would try to bring in enough to at least get 2 each. I'd try to harvest me 160 or whatever, but I can't do that every week because then I don't have any. So I'd bring in figs when they got ripe. They love that. And I'd bring the grapefruit. So let's go ahead and turn the camera around. So we'll take a look. I'll pause it first. Then I'll turn around. I'll get the dog to shut up, and we'll pick some grapefruits. I'll let you know what day the grapefruits will be out there, so you can come by and get some free grapefruits. Don't take them all. If you like grapefruits, don't go by and say, oh, I'm gonna take all those grapefruits. Okay, I'm gonna pause and then turn it around. I'm using my selfie stick. It's a little bit jumpy. I was gonna put it as a tripod situation, but then I thought, will the dog jump up and knock it off the tripod and break my camera? That could happen. So I'm gonna go ahead and pause it now.